Hello and welcome to highlights of the Amstel Gold Race, round 12 for the Women's World Tour. For 2023, race director Leontien van Moorsel waving the riders away. 155 kilometres in total for the riders today. 30 kilometres longer than previous editions, 21 climbs, including 1,700 metres of climbing, finishing with the famous circuit. 4 loops of 18 kilometres, including the climbs of the Goldhemmersberg, the Valkenburg, and the famous Cauberg to finish. What a day it had been. Lucinda Brand and Sabrina Stilteens had gone clear with around 70 kilometres to go. The gap came back to almost 10 seconds as they hit the Cauberg. It was Lorena Vivas that was leading out for Team SD Works. The gap had gone out yet again. 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Their gap went up to. Soraya Paladin of the Canyon SRAM team set her stall out with just over 40 kilometres to go. Just inside 30k to go, and it was a mechanical for Rianne Marcus of Team Jumbo-Visma, one of the pre-race favourites, the national champion of the Netherlands. It took a while to get a bike change, and it would be quite a chase to get back into the mix. Stilteens and Brand were swept up, but Lucinda Brand was straight back on the front for her team. But it was Wiebes that led onto the Cauberg, kicking like she does in the sprint finishes to try and set things up for Team SD Works. We were heading towards the final lap. Ali Wollaston of the AG Insurance Sudal Quick-Step team had done a great job to stay in the group, but it was Kristen Faulkner of the USA and Jaco Alula that led through the bell with 1 lap to go. Always a dangerous rider to let go clear. It would be yet again the European champion Lorena Wiebes playing an outstanding team role that brought her back into the fold. Riders were getting tailed off. At the head of the race, Annemiek van Vleuten in the rainbow jersey of world champion tried to get clear, but everyone, as you can imagine, was straight on her. Groups coming back together yet again onto the Valkenburg for the final time. Soraya Paladin attacking. Multiple attacks and multiple breakaways for the Italian. It was Grace Brown of the FDJ Suez team that gave chase. Misha Brevold momentarily for Team SD Works also tried to get on terms. Onto the Cauberg, the final time. Could Brown and Paladin stay clear? The Aussie kicked out of the turn. The Italian, though, would come through to the front and snap the legs of her breakaway companion. Liana Lippert of Movistar in Germany was the rider that crushed the hopes and dreams of Paladin on the climb, while behind the world champion was losing contact with the head of the race. Lippert, Marcus, Kopecky, Nuvia Doma were all in the group, but Demi Vollering took an absolute flyer over the top of the group as they crested the summit of the Cauberg. Lippert looked around for help. Mormon Passio had also made it into the group. Vollering had her teammate Lotta Kopecky poised and ready should they bring her back to win the sprint. But inside 700 metres to go, and Demi Vollering was heading towards her first victory in the Amstel Gold Race. And the Netherlands got a home victory, and Vollering does it yet again for Team SD Works. The sprint behind, it was between Shirin van Anrooy and Lotte Kopecky, with Kopecky making it a 1-2 for SD Works, with the young Dutch rider from Trek Segafredo taking a great 3rd place. Celebrations all round for Team SD Works. Demi Vollering, emotional as you can imagine. It's a big day for a home rider in the famous Amstel Gold Race. Your top 10 looks like this. Demi Vollering takes it from Lotte Kopecky and Shirin van Anrooy. Nuvia Doma, Paladin, Brown, Georgie, Mormon Passio, Persico and Uttrup Ludwig, your top 10. Demi Vollering on the top step of the podium. A beer for her and Shirin van Anrooy, while Lotte Kopecky not quite impressed with the beverage on the podium. The Women's World Tour now heads to Flèche Wallonne on Wednesday and Liège-Bastogne-Liège in a week's time.